Hey friends, it's Michelle with Marshtown TV. Today I am here with Miss Tawana at Rose Center for our October segment. And you know, Tawana, we may as well go ahead and address the elephant in the room, mountain makings. Let's go ahead and talk about it.
Let's do it. I'm ready. Yes, we were very hopeful that we would be able to have the festival in person. We tried our best to make it happen, but at the end of the day, the board came together, the board of directors voted on it, and they decided that it just wasn't feasible for us to have an in-person festival this year. And there were a lot of factors that played into that. COVID hit us really hard. We had 2 out of 4 of our very small staff who were hit with COVID and were out the entire month of September. And as you know, that's a critical planning time for Mountain Makins Festival. So that played into it. And as well, some of our vendors did not come back. We had just a little over half the number of vendors that we usually have. Our volunteers didn't really want to come out and volunteer this year, just because it's quite a challenge for people if they're taking into account that they may be exposed to others with COVID. So we had to take all of that into account, and the board of directors made a very difficult decision, and they reached the decision that we would not do the in-person festival.
Well, I think, there's been a lot of talk about it, but I can honestly say I haven't heard anybody say anything negative. And again, I know it was hard for you and Becky and the board, but I think it was probably a wise decision. But look at it this way. You can just start all this really big planning for next year, make it even bigger and better. Exactly. But now let's talk about the mass choir. Are you still going to do that, or what's happening with the choir?
That's a great question. We actually we're going to be offering an online portion that people can go on and see a video that we're working on right now. I'm producing it as we speak. And the Mountain Makins Mass Choir is definitely a part of that. We had them in just a couple of nights ago, and it's very spirit-filled. It's a very dynamic, robust choir, and it's just very soulful. And so we're very excited to have them to be a part of that video as well. And I think you're all going to really, really enjoy it. You'll have your spirits lifted, and it'll bring you some joy to listen to them sing.
And I think with the world as it is, I think that's a wonderful thing. People definitely need that. Well, let me ask you this about the choir. Is that just a one-time thing, or is that going to be ongoing?
Well, it looks like enough of them are interested in singing more, so we will be ongoing. We're putting together something for October as well, and we may be a part of Lakeway Worship. So we're in the planning stages of that, and hopefully we'll be able to go on and do some things for Christmas and the holidays.
See, there's always something good that comes out of something negative. You just have to look for it. Well, now I have noticed on your Facebook page, because I do follow Rose Center on Facebook, that you've talked about some other things in reference to mountain makings for children. So let's talk a little bit about that.
Sure. Okay, so as a part of the online offering, we are offering arts and crafts for children, and it's mountain makings in a bag, and you can pre-order these bags. And I just want to tell you exactly what's going to be in this. Now, we are offering supplies that you can use to make a corn husk doll, a woven paper basket. You can also paint a pumpkin. There's scratch leaf art, and you can create a Dia de los Muertos mask. And I know I did not roll my R's enough to make that as good as it could have been, but I think you know what I'm talking about, hopefully.
My Spanish teacher would be, I think he would give you at least a B, because that was good. So,
I'll take a B.
Of course, my Spanish teacher, that was back in high school, but that's another story for another time. Yeah. So, and one thing too, I think if folks would like to see what's in this, like I referenced, you can go to your website and actually see the items. So that would make a wonderful, even though it's geared towards children, that'd be a really good family project.
It really would, actually, and we're going to have those available for you to pick up the day that Mountain Makins would have happened, which is the 23rd of October. And we're very excited to have Mary Catherine, who is going to be there handing out those bags to the children. She's going to be dressed as Fawn the Fairy, and it's just a lot of fun to have her to be a part of it as well.
Oh, she's been a big hit as far as the princess parties and such.
Right, she really has. She's been very successful with what she's done with us here, and we're very happy to have her to be a part of it.
Well, that's wonderful. Well, I know you and I were talking briefly before the camera started. So before I forget, let's talk about the fact, because, Christmas is literally knocking on the door. What about reservations for parties and things? Are you guys still doing that?
Oh, absolutely, we are. And all you would need to do is go to our website. We've got all the details there for you. It will tell you about all of the different rooms that we have available. You can go on, you can see images of those rooms. All of the price details are there for you as well. And then, of course, you can always call us to get more information. Either I or Charlotte will help you with that. So if you are planning a big event for the holidays or thereafter, you can always come in and we'll help you with that.
And a lot of times people can't really do things at their house because of parking. You guys have wonderful parking here, so great place to host a party or for a family or for a work event. Was there anything else you want to touch base on?
Sure, I'd like to just circle back around to Mountain Makins because I am working on that video. It's going to highlight some of the best of Mountain Makins of years past. We have dancers that are performing. We're going to be highlighting bands that you've seen and love. We have, of course, the Mountain Makins Mass Choir. We have demonstrators and just a whole plethora of people that you have seen in the past and that we hope you will love to see again. And that's going to actually premiere on October 23rd at 10 a.m. And you can find that on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, and of course our website, rosecenter.org.
So basically, you're going to have Mountain Makins without having Mountain Makins, right?
You can look at it that way, yes. I just wanted to put something together that the community could go and be able to look at anytime they wanted to get just a little bit about what the festival is all about.
And again, you can start planning for a bigger than ever Mountain Makins next year.
Absolutely, we are. We're looking ahead to it already.
Good deal. Guys, thank you so much for staying tuned to Channel 7 Morristown TV today. So when you tune in, like I always say, when you tune in here with Channel 7, you get to find out about things from Tawana or Miss Becky, about things happening right here at your Rose Center. Stay tuned, friends, and we'll see you next time.